Boom! Welcome back to another video. That's how we're starting. We're so close to being done. We don't finish it in this one, but hey, I got a prismatic shard. Look at that. We're trying to finish a challenge right now for Mr. Key. We're collecting bananas, we're collecting tea leaves, we're collecting ancient fruit. We're gonna take that ancient fruit and sell it. Not sell it yet. We're gonna put it in these kegs, get the wine and sell the wine for a big old grand price of $100,000. We're starting light. It's gonna get better. We check the Queen of Sauce for the reruns to get new recipes to finish that achievement. And then we go back to the Skull Caverns, get another prismatic shard, another one on top of that to finish our quest. We turn that in tomorrow because it's very late. I collect my iridium bars, put some more in, and then I turn in my prismatic shards to get 40 key gems. I looked through all the options and I decided to start getting all of the recipes because we will need these later. I choose the Keys cuisine and I'll be making too much bread with all this wheat flour. I think it's 1,667 pieces of bread that you need to get the full amount and get the quest done. I ship that overnight and I get 25 key gems. I am 39% complete, but it's gonna go by so fast you don't even understand. I buy another recipe and then I pick the Keys crop quest. That's a mouthful. To get 500 key fruit. I start searching for these key beans and trees. There's a weird guy in a cave and he's telling me that he's got me covered and there's some papers I just need to fill out, and it totally sounds sketchy, so I ignore him and keep looking for my key beans. I blow up some stones, I cut down some trees, and I collect as much key beans as I can to be planted on my farm so that they can grow, be harvested, and put back into the seed maker. I got a little nervous that I wasn't going to be able to grow my crops fast enough to be at 500, so I go change my profession. I go to sleep and then I pick my profession over the night all over again at level 5 farming and at level 10 farming, but I of course picked the wrong thing, so I have to come back and spend another 10,000 G until I get the right thing. I finally pick all crops grow faster. I start collecting the key fruits that I've been planting all this time. I review all the obelisks I need and all the materials, and I start collecting actually. So I go over and I check at the beach and I get all of these little corals and the sea urchins and just the little things, the clams, the little things you need to get the obelisks together, and I put it in its own little separate area so that I don't forget it. I collect more iridium bars and I place them in a chest because you're gonna need like 40 or 50 bars to get things done. I check again for the recipes and I learn the big fish recipe. I collect more key fruit. I do the process all over again. I have 200. I even planted some on Ginger Island. Planting, growing, harvesting, put it in the seed maker, start all over, do it all over again. I didn't really understand what to do once I got the full 500. Looking back, it was pretty obvious, like you just had to wait to ship them. So here I have 600. I didn't know that later on you can't keep these, so I tried to keep some and replant them later. Yeah, that didn't work. I got my key gems and they sold for nothing at all. Like, so inexpensive. It felt like a waste of time. I collect my starfruit wine and I sell that for, oh my gosh, 400,000 G. It's crazy. I picked the Skull Cavern invasion quest. I have 39% still, and I get a few more recipes. Here I'm able to use bombs to get the uranium that's in, it's not uranium, it's radioactive ore. And did you see those long dragons? Yeah, no, we're gonna avoid that and keep going. That's why we brought stairs, because I don't have time for that. We get another seed maker that we don't actually need right now. Could have used that when I was getting the key gems. I put 5 of the radioactive ores in to get 1 radioactive bar, and then I'm able to make either a hopper or I'm able to make a heavy tapper, and I just need the rest of the ingredients for that. I buy the bluegrass starter recipe and Mr. Key's hat, and I have 20 key gems left over. I check out this golden parrot at the top next to the cave in Ginger Island, and I was curious what it means. Like, all I have to pay is 200,000 G. I mean, surely I'm not gonna press it. No, I'm not gonna. No, you see, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Not yet.
So I get the radioactive bar and I finally make my heavy tapper. Then I get a few ingredients from the coop and the barn and Pierre's, and I put it into all of my refrigerators and chests so that I can start getting recipes ready to be completed. I start making I guess only one tortilla, and then I make a few more things just to get things started for cooking all of the recipes. I get an achievement, and then I still keep on cooking because that's not going to stop me now. I make even more things. Seafoam pudding is really good. And I get another achievement, sous chef. I go back to check my perfection tracker at 43% now. I get a dragon tooth from this dragon and some cinder shards and a mummified bat that I can turn into the museum on Ginger Island. I have 2 things left to get another walnut. I click danger in the deep for the quest in Mr. Key's room, and then what do I do again? I get some more radioactive ore. I get this ore so that I can finish more of the crafting recipes and items that are necessary to reach perfection. And it's very creepy, especially the floors that have spiders. Ugh, 10 out of 10 do not recommend. Skip past them. I reach the bottom and get an achievement, and I have a total of 50 key gems. Let's go. I put all my radioactive ore into my furnaces to get radioactive bars. I get the missing stock list for Pierre, but of course he's not at his freaking spot. So I come back the next day and give it to him, and he's so happy. All of the season's items are there, so I can just buy whatever I want now. Super convenient. I buy kale. Oh, right. I'm buying stuff so that I can sell it. Like, duh, right? But they're just something that didn't sell yet, and I need that for achievements. I start my fishing journey. I was so proud of my fishing. Like, I knocked out some of the hardest fish towards the end of my run. I plant all of my seeds in Ginger Island because it doesn't matter what season it is. I see this little mermaid. Hey, girl. I do some more fishing. I think I'm trying to get the ice pip, and I do because I'm that girl. Then I get the lava eel in the mines on the 100th floor. And then I go to the sewers to catch another legendary fish. I catch the mutant carp in the sewer. I get some trap bobbers for my fishing pole, and I go crazy. The slime jack was actually kind of hard to catch for me. Then I go to the river area and I catch the glacier fish. Then I go back and I finally catch the goby, whatever you want to call it. I caught it, all right? Then I go back to Ginger Island and I catch the pufferfish because I guess I just bought it and I never caught it. 45% on the perfection tracker. I fish up a fossilized spine and I bring it back to the museum, and I have 1 item left to get for the museum to complete it all. I get the Queen of Sauce cookbook for $50,000 and I use it all up to learn some more recipes so that I can finish my cooking even faster. I get salads because we're starting our friendship journey, and salads was the only thing that I knew to get. Weirdly enough, the first person I went to give a salad to was George, Grandpa. He's not very nice. I tried to give a salad to Gunther and realized he's not even a character that you can even give salads to, which is not right. Maybe we need to change that because Gunther's pretty cool. Yeah, so we're just making our rounds and hitting up all the people, giving them salads, whether you like it or not. You better like it because I spent a lot of money. This is my friendship stats with everyone. It's looking bad. Some of them don't have any hearts. Oh my gosh, what was I doing? Oh, slime hutch in action. I put a purple slime in the incubator, and these mean nothing to me. So we're moving on down to the cellar in my own house. I collected my aged wine, and I don't even know how much I paid for it. I don't know how much it was. I start putting chests in front of everyone's houses and putting their loved and liked gifts inside of those so that I don't forget. The only issue is if you put it in the wrong spot, they will run into it, through it, and delete it from existence with everything inside. So please be careful where you place them. I've lost a lot of items and it hurts to think about, so I won't think about it. Thank you. I give a diamond to Marnie even though she doesn't deserve it because she's not even working 5 days a week, but that's neither here nor there. Shane is rude. What's new? I put a chest next to Sandy's because, she deserves love too, even though she's far away. And then I give Leo his feather that he likes, and I take Evelyn to the movie because it's her birthday. So I bring her and she actually really enjoys it. We had a great time, me and Grandma, chilling. So I see that I have 3 hearts with her. So I try to give her a gift and I get so many hearts by doing this. I didn't realize that doubled all of my efforts. I get magic bait from Mr. Key's room, and I'll be using this to catch any other fish that I didn't get previously. I have a lot of recipes that I'm gaining because I'm making friends with people. Who knew making friends would be actually helpful? I put this jukebox down next to my piano, and then I take this seafoam pudding that I made earlier and I eat it so I can get better stats while fishing. I switch my bait and then I get started. I immediately get the legendary fish and I fail. So I restart the day and I try again. And here it is. No, it's not. I lied. I didn't get on the first try or the second try. No. Nope, still not it. My fishing tackle wore out. I was a mess this day. Wednesday the 3rd wasn't a good day. Yeah. So I start over. Why not? You know? When in doubt, start over. Take another seafoam pudding. Also, I think there's a time limit for this fish. Or maybe there wasn't. Oh no, it wasn't a time limit. You know what it was? It was my seafoam pudding would wear off. That's what it was. But guess what? 3rd time's the charm. I catch it. I catch the legendary fish. And not to brag, I also catch the eel. You know, pro level stuff. I took on another quest, and this is the colored items quest, which is actually more hard than I thought. It's more difficult than I thought. The blue and the purple items was kind of difficult, so I just kept pressing Joja Cola cans in the vending machine. I zoomed in and I sat there and bought 100 cans of soda, and then I bought void essences. Instead of just getting them from the mines, I bought them to turn in for the quest. But I get an obelisk because I have enough items, and I place it in this little area that I made for all of my obelisks. I not only get 1, but I get 2 and the 3rd one, and I just have the Ginger Island obelisk to get. I turn in all my colored items. I get key gems. I have 52% complete. I'm killing it. Look how my friendships look. I'm just so popular now, and I am popping off. Don't scroll down. Don't look any further. It's Penny's fault. It's always Penny's fault. 5 flute blocks. We're making these for the mermaid on Ginger Island. I finally made a tree farm in the desert. I don't know why it took me. It's like 7 years. It's crazy how long it took me. I put tree fertilizer on all of my trees so that they grow faster. 9 years it took me to make a tree farm. And not only did my female slime hatch, Grandpa visited me and basically said, like, you're doing a great job. You're doing great, sweetie. That's what he said. That's what I'm picturing. All right, that's enough, Grandpa. I place my note blocks in the right order, and then I look up how to do it because I got so confused. I finally got the perfect tune and get my golden walnuts. When I go back to my farm, my regular farm, I get the cutscene that shows all 4 lights are lit. Thank you, Grandpa. We did a great job. Thank you for giving me the farm. It is spring day 20, year 9. And I got another cutscene. Yeah, I don't really know why I got this twice. Maybe because I didn't go to sleep in my house. So they lit the already lit lights. Anywho, Leo's tree is here. I kind of skipped past Leo and all that. But yeah, we decided to move him over here so that he wasn't alone. Look at all these hearts. Look at this. Okay, maybe stop scrolling. Stay up there. We had so many hearts up top. We don't have to keep looking. Okay, we're still going. Penny. I go turn in my 4 prismatic shards. Full circle moment. This is how we started the video, with that boom quest. I get some key seasoning that I never used, and a galaxy soul that I will use later, I'm pretty sure, on my sword. 58% perfection. We are on our way. We're almost there. I look through and I check to see which items I've cooked or not, and I cook them. I make my way on over to the bookseller and I buy the Combat Quarterly book and a few other things to upgrade my skills and my speed and my life. I upgrade my combat to level 10, and you just wait. You just wait and see what's about to happen once all of your levels are level 10. You sense that a new way is open. That's mysterious and kind of creepy. I go check it out because I looked it up, and it's this little creepy door here. Mastery, the final path. So basically there are combat, foraging, farming, fishing, and mining mastery. And you have to fill up this little bar right here. So I mine and cut trees and do everything. I clear the whole quarry, however you say it, whatever accent you have. I cut everything down. I'm deforesting. Deforestation is my middle name because I need as much XP, as much points to get to the next level. It's all about the next level. We can't live in the present. It's all about the future. I get another quest in the mines. I go down with my staircases. You know the drill. We're not playing around here. I get more key gems. I pick up my ancient fruits. And as I'm picking them up, I reach a new level of understanding. So I go back to check out what that means. And I claim farming mastery and I get an iridium scythe. And then I have to just keep working at the next level. The raccoons, those darn raccoons. I've completed every quest. I didn't make you watch it because only I'll suffer through that. If you play yourself, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But they're a complete and whole family and I'm so happy for them and I never want to see them again. And every time I pass them, I'm gonna just be really angry and probably say something not so nice under my breath. Breathe. We're really close to level 2 mastery though. And I'm sorry, I know I keep showing you my friendship levels, but this was a really huge accomplishment for me because I just didn't think I would ever get here. I go and I check how many monsters I've slayed, how many dragons and things that I don't even know I'm missing yet. Then I go and I get all the goals and I claim foraging mastery. Got me feeling like Star Trek. Space, the final frontier. I break some geodes at Clint's and I get the last thing I needed for the museum. Thank the Lord. The final piece. It's not really organized or pretty. I just put stuff in where I needed to, but I completed the collection. Doesn't matter the order, it's complete. And I get a star drop. OMG. I make a mystic seed, a mystic tree seed, and I place it right next to my obelisks. And it's gonna be a pretty blue tree. Then I accidentally used my scythe on my ancient fruit and I didn't realize that it does the work for you. It takes me a while. Okay, I was new. Then I buy a horse flute because why not? I call my horse to Ginger Island and I ride him off into the sunset because I can. There's no other reason. I claim mining mastery. Then I go to the river up above Joja Cola and I get my last legendary fish, completing all of the fish. I'm a master angler. I didn't even know what to do with myself. I started dancing. You know, I was so happy. I get a star drop in the mail because I'm such a good fisherwoman. I make the statue of the Dwarf King, place it on the right, and the statue of blessings and place it on the left. Basically, these items give you options for the day and it changes every day. I never catch the butterfly, by the way. I pan for the final item. Fossilized tail for the museum in Ginger Island. I place it in. What the heck? And I am done, girl. I'm done and I get the ostrich incubator. Finally, I could put my egg that I've been holding this whole time in the incubator and get ostriches, baby ostriches, and girl, baby ostriches and their eggs to make more ostriches. But it has to go in the barn, so let me put it in there. The egg is really pretty, by the way. That last item, I'm pretty sure, is an ostrich egg that I have to put in the shipping bin. I go to George's house. The first friend, the last friend. I have 10 hearts with every last person in this valley. I go in this little side section and I get the little alleyway buffet book and I learned that because I'm trying to collect all the books. That is all for this video. Listen, I know I've been teasing this ending for so long. Next video is the end. Like, I don't care if it takes an hour. I don't care. It has to be done. Like, I feel like I've tortured you all enough. It has to be done. So I'm gonna work on that. You make a pinky promise you'll be back. Okay, you promise? All right then. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and just have a good day, you know? All right, peace. Oh, you thought that was the end? Nah, we're still going. Dinos, piggies. I go into my barn, and guess what? Our ostrich hatched. We name him Rel, and then we keep it pushing. 77% complete. Oh my gosh, we're so close. We're gonna finish in this video. I get a dragon tooth. I get another dragon tooth, and we take all of our materials and we go to the wizard's place, but he's not there. Whenever I need someone, they're not there. So I decide to wait and wait. But then I realize it's the fair and he's not even here. So I just hit my horse and come back the next day. I buy the fourth and last obelisk, the island obelisk, and I place it on my farm. I place it in a random spot and then I rearrange all the obelisks to match. My ostrich laid its first egg, so now we can go on and sell that to complete all of the shipped items. The last thing we needed was an ostrich egg, and we did it. New achievement, full shipment. I go and I'm able to unlock combat mastery, just a little bit more until we can get all levels. I check with the traveling merchant and she has a moral, the last thing I needed to complete the very last recipe. OMG. I don't know how many times I said OMG this video, but that's just how I felt while making the video. I make the last fried mushroom and I get gourmet chef. I zoom in because I'm just dramatic. I'm sorry. I was probably for a thumbnail that I thought I was going to make, but I didn't. Naturally, I gave it to George, even though I hate him. I take the back way in and I finally upgrade my hammer with this galaxy soul. And I get an achievement. This is going to be the story of the day. Achievements, 79% complete. Now it's time to get the monster eradication goals done. So many monsters to slay, but don't worry, they'll get done. I get some mystic syrup. Then I go to the Halloween town event. I don't know what it's called. And I get a rare crow. And I also get the jack-o'-lantern recipe, which is one of the last recipes we need. And of course, a golden pumpkin, because you have to. Oh, and I have a blue chicken. Don't think I showed you, but you get it once you're friends with Shane. I go back to the sewers and change my profession again. But now artisan goods sell for 40% more. I get this fairy box, and I, after research, realize that the fairy flies behind you and heals you when you need it. I get a monster slayer goal, a dragon tooth, and another monster slayer goal. And then I finally put my iridium scythe to use. I put more fruit wine inside of my kegs, and then I start the journey to final mastery. I'm chopping everything down, everything in sight. We've done this before. You know what we're doing here. Everything's gone, okay? Deforestation is my middle name. I didn't lie. I tried to warn you, but you didn't listen. Also, I love breaking these little things. I know good stuff always comes out of them. I got iridium ore and a prismatic shard. Naturally, I sold them because liquidation, everything must go. This is Value City, okay? It's gone. We had to sell everything. We need to make $10 million for this golden clock. I'm chopping down trees to get final mastery. I reach a new level of understanding, and that was my real life reaction when I filmed this a year ago at this point. This was a year ago that I got this. Lame. That's my reaction, sorry. Grandpa is proud. I make my way to Cindy's back room, the casino area, and one of the last rare crows I need is 10,000 of these key coins. So I buy them, 10,000, come back, get my rare crow, and I'm missing one. So I search, and I'm missing one. I need 8. I have no idea where it is. I know I bought it, and I can't find it. Squidfest, crap. Oh, well, you heard me. Squidfest has begun, and I needed one last book to get that last achievement. So I get my iridium rod, I get my baits, and I go to work. Jerky. Oh. Squid. I go to check and I get the last book. I got all the books. Yes. I wake up today and I realize that Harvey's still in bed, which is very unusual. So I go check on him, and this is the first time I've ever got this dialogue. And I realized I lost 3 hearts with him. I didn't even know that was possible. I didn't know I could do that. And I missed his birthday. I'm 5 days off. So I immediately tried to just win his love back. Note to self, don't neglect your husband. And then I immediately go neglect him because I have goals to do. But I have to kill some paper X's and some serpents. Remember liquidation? It's still continuing. We're selling every last piece, every last artifact, every last piece of fertilizer. It has to go. I need 10 million. We're at 6. While we try to make more money, I try to find all of the golden walnuts and get help from this parrot that used to live with Leo. I try to find as many walnuts as I can, but I just couldn't. I get this random cutscene after 10 years in this game, and it's with the kids about an onion, about cleaning them, and now they're worth 5 times more gold, but I never see another onion again in my life. I check my achievement, and look, I have everything filled in. I fight this dino, and I slay the dinos. I am the mother of dragons. Khaleesi herself. Thank you very much. I check back with the parrot because I still can't find all of the walnuts I need, and I'm able to find 1 and a quality bobber, but that's it. I start wasting time by decorating my house, and then I go to the flower dance and I get the last rare crow that I knew I bought, but I think it got destroyed by debris. I take my last dance with my husband. I wake up to mail the last recipe I need to finish crafting deluxe scarecrow, baby. So I have to go search for fiber because I ran out. I get everything. I turn it in. I make my deluxe scarecrow, and I'm a craft master. And I'm not a master of the walnuts. I give up. Okay? It's really hard trying to find them all. And I waited till the last possible minute, so it was the cheapest price to buy them for 60,000. And yeah, I sold out. And then while I'm selling out, I'm selling my stuff. I don't know, guys. I tried my best. But it is spring day 1, year 10, level 10 everything, level 5 mastery, all-star drops, 10 hearts, full hearts with everyone possible, even my own children and my husband. I got the blue chicken late, so his hearts weren't full. But we're all done. Everything's turned in. Everything was fished. Everything was collected. Everything was cooked. Everything was crafted. Every note, I got it. So now I just need to make it to the summit. I wake up on the second day and I make my 10 million G. I race to the wizard's tower. I buy my golden clock and I set it down on my farm. I check in Mr. Key's room. 100% complete. I have reached perfection. Oh my gosh, guys. This is a year in the making. 1 whole year. I started this last July. I go to sleep. I wake up victorious. I feel it in my heart somewhere. Somehow, Grandpa is beaming with pride. The legacy of First Farm is eternal. A rumbling sound was heard in the distance. You see these parrots? I call Charlie and I make my way to the top of the summit. Perfection! And my husband is at the top. Let's go. I'm free. Hey, Auntie. It only took 10 in-game years and about 4 or 5 months in real life. And a year until you guys actually saw it. That is all for me, guys. I have another video for you coming soon, though, about Fields of Mystria. And then I have another video queued up about finishing the community center in 1 year. So be on the lookout for that. Like I said, halfway through the video when you thought it was over, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We made it. Comment, I was here. You weren't actually here, but you know what I mean. You were here this in the beginning of my YouTube journey. I also stream, so follow me on either YouTube or Twitch. Stop by, say hi. Other than that, y'all, for real this time, I'm closing the video out. This is my 4th closing. If you go to church, you know your pastor has 4 closings in one. This is my 4th and final closing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.